Right, so I'm still working on my DVD, and I need to keep doing some videos about it. So I had the opportunity to tell somebody today about how when you go into a building, a structure of some kind, you go through the entrance, you go into a trance, because a building is a cube. So if I was to go in that building over there, there's a certain spirit, there's a certain trance. Like, okay, so the culture, whether it's a nation, all right, I was going to try to do this fast. I guess I can't do it fast. So if I go in these buildings, each one's going to have a different culture, have a different spirit about it. And when you go into a building, you're going into a cube, just like with this car. It's almost like a cube, right? So when you step into a cube, what happens? You go into the 666 trance because it's an entrance. So let's say I do an Uber run or a Lyft run or whatever, and they get in my car. I have a different spirit about me than that car. So they get in here and they have a different experience, a different feeling, a different environment. So even with the YouTube channels, you go and listen to this person talk and this person, and each YouTube channel has its own spirit about it, right? You go to a legalist church, it's legalism. You go to a grace church, it's grace. It's two different spirits. So every building, every home, every church, every structure is a cube, and every cube is the 666 culture program. That's why when you go into the entrance, it's a trance. You trance. And so that trance is based on a culture program or a culture environment. And it could be related to races. If all you talk to is a certain race, if all you talk to are the whites or the blacks or the Spanish, or you put yourself in a cube. If all you do is talk to the Baptists, you put yourself in a Baptist cube. If all you talk to is a Methodist, you put yourself in a cube. You can't think outside the box. And so what is a box? Well, a box is a object that a box is symbolic of carrying something, right? Like that box truck over there is carrying something. The woman, she's carrying a baby. They call it the box. They call her womb the box, right? It's transporting something. So a box is transporting, the woman's transporting. Why is she transporting that baby? To birth in a baby. So why are you in these little cubes? Why are you in this culture? Why are you in this cube church, this cube denomination? Why are you in this cube family growing up? It's to birth you out of it. Why are you in this cube race? Why am I white? Why are you black? Why are you Mexican? It's to birth you out of that cube, that culture. Now you need, just like in the Old Testament, you need the law to birth. You need the law to show you your sin until Christ be birthed in you. Just like you need the cube that you're in, your family, your bloodline, your denomination, your culture. You need that cube to birth you into your new state. But your cube is not the real you. The cube is just an AI flesh mind 666 program, box, to birth you out of that box. It's a Turing machine. It's a turning machine. It's as the world turns, and you get tired of the cube. You get tired of it, and you start to see, wait a minute, this family is a cult. The family I was raised in is a cult. The church I've been going to is a cult. The job I have has a culture cult. They try to create a culture. The nation I was in is a cult. And so what you try to do is get birthed out of those cults, those boxes, those denominations, those bloodline strongholds. You got to birth out. So why do I go to this restaurant over here? Because I like the culture. Sometimes I like it, sometimes I don't. Why don't I go over there? I don't like the culture. Why don't I go over there? I don't like the culture. I go where there's a freedom. You know what kind of cultures I like? The freedom cultures. If the Son shall make you free, you shall be free indeed. Why do I do the kind of work I do? Because it's a freeing, it's a culture of I'm free. I'm not sitting in a cube. I've had some good jobs. I mean, I could probably be rich by now. I've had some good jobs. Estimating, design work, truss design. I've sit in an office. I've sit in a cube. I've had a secretary. But it was a cube, and I felt boxed in. And I don't like being boxed in. And I don't like a Jezebel trying to box me in. And I don't like a Delilah trying to box me in. And this is why the Indians knew what they were talking about. They're out there on the land. They're not boxed into some kind of culture program. They're free. And what I'm trying to tell you is you got to break free from your little culture program. Whether it's a denomination, race war, they're always trying to keep you in a box. The whole race war lie. There's no race war. There's no race war. It's a lie. You can eat. I can put these leaves probably in some water and boil it and get vitamin C out of these leaves. The whole system is to keep you in a little box and to keep you in a cult and to keep you in the 666 flesh mind. But the whole purpose is to birth in the new man, the spirit mind. And there's a truck. It's a box truck. He's birthing in that product. He's delivering product, right? Deliver. Enoch walked with God and was not. So he's no longer living down here. He got translated. And so you're moving from one state to the next state to the next state, moment by moment, every day. Everything out here in front of me, there's nothing new. I've seen this scenery 1,000,000 trillion times. So if everything out here is the same, what's new? The new part is your inner man, the inner state being birthed to your new state. Moment by moment, day by day, cycle by cycle, month by month, year by year, you're birthing to your new state. That's what's happening.